Good morning, folks. Over here at the Tapoco Lodge. So I'm dropping off a resupply right here for next Tuesday, which I'll be picking up when I do my Benton MacKaye Trail section hike. I'm doing half the trail, 140 miles in 8 days I'm giving myself. And I'm going to be passing by here to pick up my resupply day 2, about 30 miles in. So yeah, they said that they would receive it and hold it for me for a week, so that's really nice. It's a nice service that they provide for hikers. So let me go in here and drop it off, and I'm heading to Joyce Kilmer, which is right down the road, and going to begin a hike here, scouting it out a little bit because I'm going to be passing through when I go on the Benton MacKaye next week. So stay tuned, we're going to head there in a little bit. So I went to the back of the building here, and this is the river right here. I'll post the name of the river here. I can't remember which river it is, but this is US 129, really close to the famous start of the Tail of the Dragon. And I rode it on my motorcycle 5 years ago with a friend. Can't remember how many curves it is. I'll post that also in the video. It's 11 miles. I think it's 315 curves. Very popular with sports cars and motorcycles. Yeah, it's really a pretty amazing place here, called the historic Tapoco Lodge. Yeah, I just thought I'd check it out a little bit further here before I leave. So I finally made it to the trailhead for the Benton MacKaye, as you see right behind me. Walk that forest road to connect to the trail, and I'm right here off the Cherahalla Skyway. It's Tennessee 165, North Carolina 143. Got lost a little bit in Tennessee. GPS routed me the wrong way, but I got back to the trailhead. So now I'm going to start the hike and scout it out a little bit in preparation for next week. So let's find out what there is to see here. All right, so I'm taking the trail on the right to stay on the Benton MacKaye because I'm still wanting to scout it out, see what to expect for next week. But that is the Fodder Stack Trail right there on the left, and that's the South Fork of the Sitco Creek Trail down there, and further left is where I came from. So I think that was pronounced Cherahalla, if I'm not mistaken. I will check on that and let you guys know. So you see the trail goes straight up at this point. So yeah, I got some views coming up though. Bob Bald. Might decide on camping at the Hangover depending on how crowded it is, because that's 3.9 miles up and I'm already 2.2 in. I didn't tell you guys I got a really late start because of getting rerouted by the GPS and driving all over Tennessee before I finally got to the trailhead. So I didn't get to the trailhead until about 2 o'clock, and it is buggy out here too. But so I may camp at the Hangover if conditions are favorable and it's not crowded, or if I like it. So, but like I said, I'm just scouting this area out, and these bugs are harassing me. So I'm scouting it out, and I don't know how many miles I'm going to do, because originally I wanted to do 22 miles on a loop, but we'll see how it goes and just play it by ear. Check out this campsite with a view. I am right near Bob Bald, maybe 1/10 of a mile away from the official summit. Man, that's beautiful. That's probably the Cherahalla Skyway over there. Cherahalla, however you say that. It's a Cherokee name. People anglicize it anyway. This big field kind of reminds me of Gregory Bald in the Smokies. Check out that good view. Got a peek through the trees here. That's probably where I came from. I was all over the place when I was in Tennessee. Look at this. It's like a big wall over here. There's another campsite with a view. Quite a few up here. This is about 1.4 miles away from the Hangover. I'm gonna check that out though, see if I may want to camp there, because I think that's supposed to have the best views from what I've heard and what I've seen. Although, like I said, this is my first time in Joyce Kilmer Wilderness, and I've wanted to come here for many years. There's lots of trails in the wilderness. You can make all kinds of loops. But if I go to the Hangover, it'll be 6.1 one way, and if I go back, it'll be 12.2 miles total, since I got off to a late start today. All right, so I'm right at the Hangover campsites, right before the Hangover rock outcrop where the view is. I mean, somebody left a pan there, but other than that, it looks like a pretty good spot here. It's not entirely devoid of vegetation, but still have some views over here. But the real view is supposed to be up ahead, so I'm gonna take you guys there and check it out. Check these views out. Made it to the Hangover, and these views are spectacular. Some of the best I've seen, and I've seen a lot. Yeah, it was worth the drive. 2.5 hours, well, if you count the reroute in Tennessee, 4 hours total drive time. But like I said, I'm scouting it out, because I didn't know if I'd be able to add this little side trail when I do the Benton MacKaye next week, because day one is supposed to be 20 miles, and this is another half mile one way just to get here. So I'm glad I did this. Alright, so the pipe spring is just down the hill, about 1/10 to 2/10 of a mile from the start of the campsites here at the Hangover. So I'm gonna fill up my Catadine Be Free and head back up to camp. Alright, I'm all set up here at my campsite at the base of the Hangover near the rock outcrop. There's a trail right there, and I think I'm just gonna relax, eat something, and settle into camp. Maybe have a fire. Light is always a comfort, the warmth of the fire. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know where I was camping. So I did make it to the Hangover, and I decided to stay because there's nobody else here. Hard to believe with such beautiful weather, albeit it is a Tuesday, but it's May and it's beautiful. Everything is blooming. There's nobody else here. There was one gentleman here celebrating his 70th birthday, but he was here for a day hike and he's since left. So I'm all alone here. And 2 gentlemen I met on the trail, the only other 2 people I saw, they decided they weren't going to push on to the Hangover, because even though the one guy lives not far away, they said they didn't exactly know where to get to it, so they gave up. So I'm all by myself here. Check out this sunset. here at the Hangover, man, this is amazing. I'll bet you the sunrise is equally amazing. I'll know in the morning. This is just fantastic. I can never get enough of this. Time for a little caveman TV before going to sleep. It's going to be a good night. There's a chill in the air, but this fire will keep it away. Good morning. It is just after 6 a.m. and I'm going to take in the sunrise here from the Hangover while enjoying my breakfast. Slept good last night. It was quiet. It was chilly but not too cold. Probably upper 40s. Sunrise is equally glorious to the sunset.